So just on the way to La Seu to the notario, and hopefully we'll complete the sale of this property. So I'm just going to now do as much preparation as I can for when I come back after summer. And one of the main things I can do is take out walls and floors. So right now I'm removing the tiles. Sometimes unfortunately the tile takes the concrete base away with it. But yeah, I didn't actually own the house yet. I will do hopefully from Wednesday. I've got a banker's draft, which is basically a piece of paper worth 72,000 euros, which is the final payment. And then basically, after I've been to the notario's office and we do the completion, the house is mine, which is crazy to think. Owning a house, it's taken a bit of time to get used to owning like all of this stuff. But yeah, it's a cool project and I'm psyched to just smash it. Lifting up this floor, unfortunately a layer of cement, which is quite loose, lifts up as well. So we've got this sitting underneath the tiles, but when you lift the tiles, most of this comes up. However, this is what they've used to level the floor. So the real question now is, do I continue to lift the tiles, or do I just lay floor on top of both of these layers, which will obviously lose 2 centimeters of height, but at the same time, it also means I start with level floor. I didn't have to remove all of this flooring and then add leveling back in just to add stuff on top, and it's quite a lot of material. So I think, unless I can find a really good reason not to, I'll probably just stop lifting these tiles. What I've been doing instead is just exploring and trying to understand what are these walls made of. So these walls are made of basically like the tiles that they often have in between everything, and basically I've just knocked holes in a bunch of things. So these walls are going to be very easy to take out, and it's pretty much the same the whole way around. So that's nice downstairs. So I decided to go upstairs and smash some holes and walls up there as well. And upstairs, probably the same story with the tiles. So if downstairs is a thing, it's best to lay on top, so probably lay on top upstairs. And upstairs, so different type. This is an older version of the wall, and what they've done, they've laid in thin slate material into the wall with the structure and really thick kind of cementy plaster rendering, and then plaster rendering on top. So kind of interesting wall technique, all held together by wooden pegs. But yeah, so this wall will come out to make one large bedroom through, which will come onto the balcony. These pillars, I think they've made thicker pillars to support the beams, but I'm going to put doors in here, so it's going to come out. But it's just like this cool light stone. It's kind of sort of aerated, and basically what that enables is quite light building blocks, but strong. So again, going to have to work that out. Put a chimney up here, and you can see it's bulged just to kind of fit it in, but I'll probably strip that out. And here seems to be just some random extra building ledge covered in plaster, so that's another thing. And over here in what will be the bathroom, we have a similar sort of pillar which maybe has to be removed. What I'm going to do now, rather than destroy the entire house before I've actually paid for it, I'm going to work out some electrics. Because all of these electrics fittings are going to have to go, they're all terrible. What I'll do is I'll just rewire the box, the MCU, the mains control unit, and basically put a big plug socket on it, and essentially that will enable me to just run off some long power lines, extensions. This is quite new. The electric companies put it in, I think, probably a few years ago. So this basically means I can have some safe electrics and then rip out all of the old stuff. Like everything else in this house, everything's gonna be ripped out, electrics, plumbing, which is kind of good in a way, because it just you're not fucking around. And because I'm going to add a layer of insulation to the walls anyway, then we'll have pipes going through that and it will look kind of nice, because otherwise you've got to chisel holes through the wall and then run the pipes. But with the insulation layer, it will make a big difference and make it quite a lot easier from that perspective, even if overall it's a lot more work.
So we came back from the local market with 3 bags full of little plants, and I'm very excited to plant them. I was thinking to follow the companion planting theory, which says that some plants are better growing with others, but apparently this theory is not very much scientifically based, so I decided to make my own theory, which will be based on simple, logical variables like how much plant likes the water, how much plant likes the sun. How excited Tiger is! Tiger wants to plant too! So here we have strawberries, quite a lot of them, and they are blooming. Cabbages, but I think they are for animals, and as we are not growing animals, apart from Tiger, we don't need them. Oh, and here we have some tomatoes. Lettuce everywhere. Also, honestly, this is my very first my own garden, so it might be a total failure, or it might not be. Let's see. So here we have leeks, and now we're gonna plant some onions just around the same tree. Got some help.
She was so young tonight, she was much younger than the other. Feeling like a prisoner there in the light. She stood, she knew they couldn't miss her. And then they took her, so walked over life day.
You know what she just did? I laid hay out, and because she couldn't be bothered to walk over there, she started taking it from where I laid it. Unbelievable.
So a lot of things are done today. Plants wood. I kind of understood how to plant them not in rows, but in so they can share the nutrition.
She kept quiet, they kept beating her. They felt sad for her, but an order is an order. She was a prisoner there in the light. She stood, but she knew they couldn't break her. And by the shore, the bombs were falling with the snow. This is Italy.
What time is it now?
Probably about 1.
Okay, so it was hour and a half. Second day, I'm picking snails for hour and a half. I was expecting that today it will be less. It's just incredible amount of snails we have.
So just on the way to La Seu, to the notario, and hopefully we'll complete the sale of this property, and thus begins a slightly different angle on life. So in La Seu, outside the notary office, and here basically to do the contracts, as I understand, they read it all out to you. I've got to hand over the rest of the money, which is in the banker's draft, and yeah, and then basically it should be done. So we're a bit early, it's better to be early, and then it's just a matter of just, yeah, finishing.
La confrontació que aquí sisplau. Aquí sisplau. I always sign this way, that's not for you too.
So, gave a bit of paper and got some more paper. But yeah, bought a house. It's pretty cool. Now we're going to go and find a garden shop to get another sprinkler. I guess some people would say, should we celebrate? No, let's just get some work done. Now I actually own a house, I can start demolishing the walls with reckless abandon.
Sorry, where am I? Where am I? We didn't spend loads of money. It's I will count how many plants. I will count. I'm not a cunt.